Back in the building. Another episode of Quarantings, baby.
Back in the building.
Welcome
doing it
one
again,
and all.
Giving it another week. Yes, we welcome another. This I like that the studio audience is slowly growing. We're getting a little fake following out here.
Vibes.
I know you love the vibes. Like, I don't really care, but I know you love the vibes. Like, I see these people enough. Like, you love
Live
vibes.
show.
Like, live studio audience. So yeah, hey, summertime's coming. So y'all people trying to get on, get those tickets. You better tell a friend to tell a friend, because that's the only way you getting in. So yeah, if you're trying to get in on this, you got to slide in the DMs, and hopefully Kristen will answer, because I won't. So it's fine.
Low key, you will too.
Yeah, if you're cute.
We got a kind of hodgepodge, kind of funny little topic.
Yeah, we celebrating. As we trying to as we get these episodes up, as we keep moving through, getting to the summer, we out here. Figure we just give a little fun.
We got a
fun episode.
We have to reminisce about some of our past transgressions in order to avoid making these same mistakes.
Transgressions. I call them lessons, but we call them something.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, all of what we're going to talk about, or all the stories we're going to tell today on the pod, are pre-COVID. Just for those
these are
who feeling some type of way.
Correct.
These are technically pre-COVID.
And after this episode, nobody can say that not that they were saying this, but
they might have been,
that I only hate on other people and not myself, because this shit, this is some simpleton ass shit, man.
This is definitely going to be the first time. This is a Quarantines exclusive.
Yeah.
You coming at yourself.
Yeah.
The King, Kristen Renee, comes at King, Kristen Renee.
We're talking about our most embarrassing moments. Wah, wah, wah.
Now, and to be fair, we're going to tie this to, the topics we've been talking. So, like the hookups or dates or whatever. So, I'm not going to be out here telling the story of the first time I walked into a girl's bathroom or something like that. Like, we're not doing those. Though that was also embarrassing.
I've actually never done that.
You've never walked into a guy's bathroom?
I mean, I've gone in the men's bathroom purposefully. But
yeah, no, accident. But again,
that's funny.
We're not talking about that.
That's in my movie. Did you know that?
Well, no, because I haven't watched the movie.
Yeah, and in my movie, one of the main character meets the other, it's a girl lead character. Obviously, it's me.
Shocker.
But the main guy character accidentally walks in the women's bathroom, and that's how they meet.
Well, I mean, hey, you find love in strangest of places, you dig? So, but you can't really pull that off here in 2021. So
no,
it's not a good move. No, actually, that does remind me of a story of these girls that we took out that got us kicked out of a bar because they went into a guy's bathroom. I'm not sure. I don't know if I should tell that story or not.
I have no update on my New Year's resolution to hook up in a bar bathroom though. That's not going yet.
No, you haven't gotten your little whatever spot. But you got to give the people the update, because you
how the resolutions are going. I said somewhere that's not a house, and the bar bathroom was like the next most obvious.
Could be a car. Could be a bar.
Yeah.
Could be a here. Could be a bar.
Could be
Dr. Seuss, shout out, yeah. But no, it's just you're the one that asked. You're gonna get the answer. Yeah, it could. But no, actually, you could be given an update.
This one guy that I've been talking to, though, he was like, I didn't know if he listened to the podcast. And apparently he does, because we were like going to get coffee. We haven't yet, but we were going to get coffee. And he was like, as long as you don't try to hook up with me at the coffee shop, because I know you want that. I was like,
I was seeing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Little bumping ground.
I was pretty shook. I was like, damn, he really be listening. Like, that wasn't a recent episode. It's one thing to bring up shit from like, oh, it came out this week. I just posted on Instagram and you just followed me,
Hey.
But that was from the archives. I was like, oh, fuck, I got to be careful. Dang.
Well, in our climb to be the #1 podcast in Minnesota, it's nice to know that we out here getting people paying attention. I already told you off wax about a random fan popping up at the bar. And
that's a whole other thing.
Whole other story. So I'm like, hey, we slowly growing.
Yeah, facts.
And we appreciate everybody who'll be listening. So keep doing it.
Yeah.
And keep doing what we say and tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends, what. Mm-hmm. And it's nice, but
otherwise the resolutions are going medium well.
What about
I don't know,
the resolution of There's 12 months of the year.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to report on that every month.
Well, you don't report on it. You report on it last month.
No, so. I mean, no, it's the pace is reasonable. Let's just put it that way. I don't know what to say. It's so awkward.
Reasonable. Like, are you keeping pace or not?
The pace is being kept. Okay.
Are you keeping pace or not? That's all.
The pace is being kept. Yeah, now the first date thing is not working out because I'm just like so weird. Like, but
also we're still not open all the way either.
I know, so. And it hasn't been like it's now finally been like warm like a few weeks. So
true.
It's like,
yeah, we're getting now into patio season.
Yeah.
Cuffing season.
So we can make
ending,
that happen more.
So we can make that stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be reporting live from boats while Kristen tells me about these dates, so it's gonna be great. Like it's gonna be a lovely time, but
So we'll see. We'll check in like midsummer and see what happens.
Yeah, we will definitely see what
happens. But I'm moving. This is a new development for the podcast.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I'm moving. I am still gonna live downtown, but in a different unit with different people. So. That might be an interesting summer mix to add in. I'm feeling very positive about it. We'll see what happens.
I know. I can't wait till you dragging us over there to start recording over there because we know that's
I'm gonna have that all like set up nice.
100%. But it's fine. We'll enjoy while we doing what we doing it.
Yeah.
So no, that's good. But yeah. We talking about some LOL moments.
Some LOL moments tonight.
I don't know. Do you want to start?
I'll start. Okay. You know me. Okay, I'll start. I've got two main stories to tell.
Oh, she got a story to tell.
I'll start with this first one because I do need some audience participation in this. So, when I want to know if like other people did this. When I was younger, like college, early 20s, right? Uh-huh. Like I always, and maybe this is just because I'm such an extrovert. Or just because I am me, partier, I don't know, whatever. But I always would do this thing where, like, I would go out to a party, to the bar, whatever, with my friends, and I would get drunk. But then I would think that I needed to, like, continue the night past the time of going home.
Like, when bar closes happen, you're like, boo.
Where are we going? Yeah.
Boo.
Right.
Kill the DJ.
So I would always get in these situations whereby I 100% should have been in bed asleep, but I'd be out somewhere at somebody's house, like literally battling to even like exist, and just like could not function. So you agree? This is a thing that people do. Yeah, they just like think they want to like keep things rolling, and it's just like, I think take your ass to bed.
But here's the thing.
Exactly.
Hey, but here's the thing. Like, especially when we was younger, like them college days, like, what you were like, yo, this is the weekend.
I mean, maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe. I don't know. There's many.
But either way,
late nights at. Yeah.
Either way, you were like, I'm out.
Right.
I'm gonna make the most of while I'm out. If I wanted to go home, I wouldn't have even came out. Or I'd have came out with a time limit. I had no time limit, so let's just ride this thing like a rodeo. Mm-hmm. And well, the thing is, there's always something going on.
Yeah.
Like, somebody's up.
Right.
We got the speakers going. They got the lights going.
Yeah.
So
after party.
Google it. Like, no, it's you're not alone. You're not alone.
Okay, so this is commonplace. Thank God. Okay, so this was in those years. I went out to the bars with my friends and was drunk and called this guy that I had been talking to and was like, oh, like I'll come over. Da da da. He's like, yeah, I'm driving. He's like, yeah, I wasn't even out. I'm driving. Like, I'll pick you up. I'm like, great, perfect. Like, I thought shit was fucking sweet.
Uber before Uber.
I thought shit was sweet. I was like,
you had your
3 sheets to the wind. Yeah.
You thought you had your
so he picks me up, and I knew. First of all, he lived far away, and like I knew that like I should not have got like when we were driving out there, and I was just like, oh fuck, like I should not. I should be in bed. This is bad.
So you're getting bed. You're gonna get into bed.
Yeah.
To be
so we go to his house and like I immediately pass out, and he's just like annoyed, but obviously fine with it because he's like a nice person. And so we wake up the next morning, and No, I was too hungover, and he had to go to. And more importantly than that, he had to go to work. And I was like, thank God.
No, pobrecito.
I'm way too drunk way too hungover for this. So he's like, I'll drive you home. He wasn't that mad. I was already embarrassed at this point because I'm the one that suggested that I come over.
Rewind. You hit him up, said you come over.
Exactly.
He picked you up.
Yeah, he picked me up.
You showed up, didn't put out, went to bed, woke up, didn't put out again.
Yes.
And then he had to go, so he drove you back?
Correct. So I'm all.
Wow,
so,
are you not married to this man?
If that is no. Yeah, exactly. Wait. It's not me. It's not me who. Anyway, so at that point I'm already embarrassed, but I'm also so hungover that I just like don't really care. I'm just like I can't. I don't even have the capacity to be like embarrassed right now.
Yeah. It's like I just need to go.
He drives me home. I threw up in his car on the way home. Horrific. Pour one out.
And you threw up in the car.
Pour one out for me.
Threw up in his car.
This is the most embarrassing thing I've ever fucking Joan. Bad, horrific, bad, terrible.
As they would say, as they would say in my home country, Mama Zé, I can't. Oh no.
And that's the only time I've ever thrown up in a car. That one time. That's the one time ever in my whole life that I've thrown up in a car. Well, from being like drunk, like I get car sick, so whatever. But that was when I was a little kid.
I don't think I've. I know, right?
Yeah, like low key.
And that was bye, have a wonderful time. Like,
no, I mean, but nothing. Like it was done. Like we were like done. Like it was done.
Oh no, I mean, I would have been done with you when we were in the car.
Yeah.
When we were in the car driving you back, like we were already done. If I was him, so like like you throwing up was a gross ass.
That's definitely when we came up with this topic and it was like embarrassing stories. I was like, oh, I already like literally off the top of my head, like this shit haunts me in my fucking dream. Like, have you seen that video where you like go like this? Like you're like,
oh yeah.
Every time you think of something, you just like cringe.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
This was that time for me. It was so bad, so horrific of me. Like just the absolute worst possible behavior. Especially because I'm the one that called him to hang out like the night before. I was like, yeah, what are you doing? Are you out? Like, let's meet up. I'll come over.
Oh man.
Dumb bitch status right there. Dumb bitch. Like just. Take your ass home, you stupid whore. It's fine.
Damn. Man, that's. Oh, that's you.
But no, I mean,
good.
like
That's
literally,
good.
cheers to this guy because.
Oh, that's a good one. Like I said, you should have locked him up.
And also, like, he was clearly very distraught at the prospect of the fact that I just threw up in his car, especially because he was on his way to work, so he wasn't really sure what to do.
Yeah, I mean,
about it.
I'd have left you. I'd have left you. I'd have brought you with a bucket and some cloth.
Yeah,
like,
but he didn't. But like he didn't have time.
Yeah, I know. That's the worst part.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And he didn't know nothing, and he just like. I mean, I could tell he was pissed, obviously, but I was like, so like, I don't even know what happened. I was like,
I'm just hurting that man didn't get it in.
Oh, I know. It was man. Cheers to him. Cheers to him.
Pobrecito. All right, you
Yeah, it was. And he was, and at first, because like, he picked me up. We were like chatting in the car or whatever. I was like trying to gain consciousness. And then we're like in his bed and he's like trying to cuddle me and like all this stuff and I'm just like no, like I'm KO, I'm dead, I'm asleep, like don't touch me, this is not happening. He like lets it go, thank God, I'm being a good guy. And no, yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, wow, you wow, that's
it was like 3:30. I know, but I'm not gonna take it. First of all, this was before Uber.
Yeah, this is free.
There's no such thing. He just drove to the U to pick me up from like fucking wherever we were far.
Hey.
Yeah. No.
I know you like to think your shit don't stink. Roses really smell like boo boo. Like I'm proud of you for having that hustle. Like
yeah.
I'm kind of mad because I feel like I don't have an embarrassing story on
to that level. I know.
Like,
it's pretty bad, isn't it?
No, I don't even know if it's bad. I just I have embarrassing stories, but I feel like I don't have one like that good in the way that like, damn, y'all about to feel bad for some people. Like my story is like, you gonna feel bad for me.
Oh, okay.
But like, okay, so I'm gonna tell this party bus story.
Okay.
So there was this random time, like back when I had an old, like it's different job. I met this guy who had the exact same birthday as me. Like he was born the same day, the same year.
Okay.
And like I was like, yo, that's so crazy. Like, so we just like became friends. We would text all the time, whatever. He'd be like, oh, you going out? You going, like, let me know. I was like, yeah, cool. So he texted me one night. He was like, yo, I'm out downtown. I'm at 508. Like, come through. I said, cool. I go out to 508, meet him up. We're getting drinks. And then we meet this like, party of girls or whatever. And, one of them's feeling me. We're talking, doing the thing. And then she was like, oh, we about to get back on the bus. You should come. And I was like, okay, where's the bus going? And she was like, no, you should just come. Like, not answering my question. But she was cute. So I said, fuck it. Whatever. Let's go.
Whatever. We'll make it work.
So he sees me leaving with the girl. And he was like, oh, y'all going on the bus? So he tries to roll.
Oh, God.
So we get there, and he tries to get on the bus first, and the bus driver was like, nah, you weren't on this bus. Doesn't let homeboy on.
Ooh.
But then, girl's with me, and she walks on, and I walk on with her, and he looks at me, knowing full and damn well that I haven't been on this bus, and he was like, and just lets me get on this bus. So I get on this fucking party bus. Again, I barely know this girl. Like, I don't remember her name to this day. So, like, we'll just call her Jane for now.
Okay.
Like, and we're out here on this party bus. It was not packed. It was like 20 people or whatever, 20, 30 people. And we're vibing. We go, da-da-da. They drop us off at Jane's house, and it's me, Jane, and one of her friends.
Okay.
Her friend is like hammered, right?
I find it weird that they didn't let the other guy on, but
I know. I felt kind of bad, but I didn't feel that bad.
What party bus driver is like policing who's on the bus?
I think his problem was that he didn't wait to come like kind of with the
girl?
group.
Right, yeah.
Like he
was just like this.
He tried to come solo. Like it was basically like they pointed the
it.
bus out, and he tried to just get on the bus.
Right.
But we came kind of like groupish, and so that was his mistake. He should have just waited with us.
Yeah, he should have chilled. Okay. Fine.
So whatever.
Still a little bit. I don't know, but
yeah.
Okay.
If I was a party bus driver, I wouldn't care. But this is pre-Uber days, so maybe they're a little more or whatever.
Fair.
So whatever. So we get to this girl's house. We get to Jane's house. Grab her drunk friend off the bus. I help her like take her upstairs to the bed or whatever. And then she's all like, oh, like, you want to hang out, like, watch a movie or something? I was like, sure. Thinking, like, she's trying to fake Netflix and chill. Like, right? Like, cool. Like, let's do this. So she was like, oh, you know what my favorite movie is? Forrest Gump. And I was like,
oh, my God. Okay.
And now this is, like, 2:30 in the morning now, right? So she legit pulls up Netflix and puts on fucking Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, like she wants to just like put it on to like have something in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No, she wants to watch the whole movie.
I like legit made like 2 events, and she was like, chill,
oh my God.
We're watching the movie. And I was like, oh.
That is literally...
Oh.
That's hella foul on her part. I'm sorry.
Like,
she invited you home.
Yeah. And so then I'm like, okay. So then, like, halfway through the movie, because, again, Forrest Gump's not short.
No, it's a long-ass, sad
She was
movie.
like...
Yeah, I know, I'm saying.
And now, like, at this point, like, I've made my advances. She's not down.
She's not going.
So now I'm like, okay, we just, like, sitting on this long-ass couch. I'm, like, kind of on the other side, like, whatever. This is boring.
Yeah, you gave up, right.
And then she's like, oh, well, I think I'm going to go upstairs and go to bed with homegirl. And I was like, okay. So then I was like... Again, there's no way I'm finding a taxi like at this time to come through. I also don't know where in the blue hell that I am.
Right, like you don't have the address.
So I was like, whatever. So I go to sleep, wake up. Like I got to charge my phone, so I figured out where I was. Apparently, I'm in the middle of like St. Paul somewhere.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, so it wasn't horrible. But I didn't live where I live now at this time.
Yeah.
So I like wake up and I'm like, oh, damn, that's right. This bitch done left. So then I'm like looking around the house. I'm
Wait,
like,
left the house?
well, I mean, she like went upstairs.
Oh, okay,
like she left me.
She left you.
So I was like, well, I just shouldn't just leave with nothing. Like, I feel like I deserve something. And I look in the kitchen, and they have like all this booze hanging out in the kitchen.
You did
not
steal the booze from her
like,
fucking house.
What? I at least deserve a little party favor. So I grabbed like 2 bottles. They had a little plastic bag there. I put them in the bag.
Oh my God.
And I said, well, no one's going to be down here to say bye to me. So I guess I'll just take my bag and I'll take my leave. And I walked out that bitch. And I found like it was nice enough. Like there was like a bus stop right there that goes straight to downtown.
So you're out the bus with like a
right on the bus
Target
with
bag. Yeah.
And then I hopped the taxi from there to home. And I was like, I'm never getting on a random party bus again.
That's a good walk of shame right there.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely a walk of shame.
Yeah.
And I've always joked
Except
about
like
trying to
extra
get...
shame because you didn't even get
I know, because I didn't get none. Like, actually, yeah. Theme of these 2 first stories, not getting none. Like, I always thought, like, man, I'm going to get on a random party bus one day. I used to tell people I'm going to get on I'm just going to get one. And then I do. And that was what happened. And I said...
Man, yeah.
I'm never going to do it again.
That's not that embarrassing for you, though.
I said for me it is. I didn't get nothing.
I mean...
Because, again, I think embarrassment is just a matter of... I mean, you threw up, you drank too much, you fell asleep.
Yeah, like...
But, you know.
Yeah,
if you're somebody that throws up all the time, then it's not embarrassing.
But it's well, first of all, I'm not, just to be clear.
I know. I said if you were. I'm sorry.
But I guess more just like the one guy witnessed, and also because like this was a guy that I was interested in. So like the fact that he witnessed this.
I mean, I was interested in her until she was out here talking about Forrest Gump. Like I was interested in her. Like I was about it, and then she.
Yeah, but you didn't. I mean, you didn't ruin the interaction though. She did.
I mean, I guess if you say so.
I'm not trying to challenge your feelings. I'm just trying to challenge the fact that like your behavior wasn't like bad. My behavior was tragic.
I snuck on a party bus. I snuck on a party bus. Like so
yeah. I guess you're right about that.
Party bus that I didn't pay for, and
so did you ever talk to her again?
No, because we just met that day. Like I didn't get no numbers.
Oh,
nothing.
You didn't even have
like,
her number?
Nothing. No.
Bad.
And again, I took my little party favors. What am I going to talk to her about?
That too. Once you stole from her house, that's kind of dumb.
Again, party favors.
Yeah, nothing too serious.
Party favors. It was done. It was a wrap. It was over. Like, so I appreciated that she gave it to me. It was kind of good. Like,
yeah, that's real.
Could have just put out and done the true Netflix.
Yeah, so we got the theme of didn't get none. I actually have one more didn't get none story. I didn't put this in the notes, but I'll say it just because it's like funny. Because I need input on this. This one time I left this dude's crib because I was just like, see, this was a different time where I was like, I'm leaving. Like, because it was just in Uptown, and this was many years later when there was such a thing as Uber. So this time I was like, it wasn't because I was too drunk though. It was just because I was like, I'm leaving. Like, I don't want to stay here. So I left, and I was drunk enough. The problem is that I had never. Have you guys like? Now I live in a place like this, and I kind of understand why because it's downtown. So in my apartment, like we have like, an outdoor pool, like garden fenced in thing. Yeah. Well, it locks from both sides.
Yeah.
So you can't leave. I had never come across this until this story that I'm going to tell.
Oh.
Is this common knowledge that these apartment buildings you can't exit if you're stuck in the gate? I thought it was a fire hazard.
You're stuck.
Yeah.
Locking from both sides downtown. Yes, I've seen this.
This one was uptown. Mine's downtown. This guy's place was uptown. I know. Yeah, that's what I thought. So as I was exiting this guy's place.
At night, it's not a fire hazard because it's supposed to be closed.
Well, but ours is locked from both sides, all 24 hours, all the time.
If it's supposed to be closed, that area, then it doesn't matter. But I'm just continue.
In any case, I thought I was just gonna. So he lived on like the second floor, I think, or third floor. So like when we went to his place, we took the stairs. not the elevator. So that's why I did not seek out the elevator as I was leaving.
Yeah.
So I left, and I'm thinking, like, I'm just going to literally walk down the stairs, exit the building, and call an Uber. Like, it's in the heart of Uptown. Like, it'll be 2 seconds for an Uber.
It's not going to take no time. We got this.
Yeah, well, I fucking took the wrong door, apparently, and I'm in the fucking pool thing. And so I can't, and the door closes. And I'm in the fucking locked in the pool because it locks from both sides. The pool gate locks from both sides, and I don't have a key to get back in the building because I'm not with him. And I literally just ditched him. So I'm like, I can't. Like, I didn't have his number or nothing. So I'm like, I can't. I'm trapped. So I'm like, I have no way to get out of this.
If these stories don't teach you kids. If these stories don't teach you anything,
dude,
kids,
it was so bad.
Get the number. Get the number.
So I was like, I literally don't know what to do. So I was like, well, let me just start by like calling. I guess I don't know if I'd already called the Uber. If I was like, well, let me call an Uber and I'll like work this out in the meantime.
Yeah.
So I call the Uber. And he's obviously really close, pulls up almost immediately. And I'm literally flagging him down from
in the pool.
In the thing. And I'm like, you have to help me. And he's like, what? And I'm like, get out of your car. Like, come here and talk. Yeah, no, it was ridiculous. I'm like, who am I, this entitled bitch? Like, so this Uber driver, he's probably like, I don't know, 20, 29, 30, something like that. He's just like, whatever, some guy. And he like comes over to the gate and I'm like, I'm fucking stuck in here. Like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, well, like, how'd you get in there? And I'm like, this guy, like, I was with this guy, like, I left, like, I can't call him. I don't have his number.
I'm just here.
Like, he's like, well, and he's just looking at me like, well, what do you want me to do about it? I said, you're gonna have to help me climb the fence.
I need you to help me hop it. Like,
yeah, you have to help me climb the fence. And it was tall.
Of course.
And it was like,
you got the pointy thing?
Yeah, the pointy things.
No.
So it was bad. I was like, you have to put your hands through the thing, and I'm gonna put my foot in it, and then I'm gonna hop the fence.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, on his like through.
Yeah,
he's gonna put his hand through the grates
to like pop
and like
you
help
up.
me climb over. Thank God he like did. Like, I'm like literally just giving him demands. Like, I'm drunk. Like, I'm like, put your hands through the thing.
Well, to be fair, you're a pretty demanding person.
Exactly. So I'm like,
this is on brand. This is on brand.
I think he was just so shook that he was just like, okay, ma'am, like, just did it.
Whatever you say. Okay, all right, 1,
yeah,
2,
so
3. Yeah.
I mean, he's a real one. He helped me climb over it. Now, this isn't part of the embarrassment of the story. That the embarrassment is just getting locked in the pool, but I also slit my side open on the fucking gate really bad.
I was just
and
gonna
had
ask,
a huge gash on this.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, did you actually make it over clean?
It was no. I was
like a clean getaway.
Sliced wide open, so it definitely ended in one of those like girl gets to her friend's place and immediately bursts into tears for 2 hours kind of nights.
That is funny. And actually, that does actually slightly remind me. Some of the studio audience will remember, like, when we were in Uganda recently, the place that we were staying at, like, I had the keys. Like, I had the keys to the gate and whatever. Yeah. And we would come back late as hell all the time, right? And, like, you know, the way that the gate was set up, so it's like a gated door. Yeah. And, like, there's a little square box on the door, and you can open that, and inside there's a lock. Okay. And I had the key to the lock, so you had to put your hand in there and unlock the key. Oh, and you have to use the key to unlock the lock. So
if you're drunk, you drop the key in the thing.
No, so I never dropped the key. Oh, okay. Thank God.
Yeah.
But the problem is the way that you have to situate your hands. It's like you have to act like you're looking this way, but I'm putting my hand in this way.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of times I would get it after a little while.
Right.
But it would be a little struggle action, but I'd get it. But there was one day where I was just, I guess, so fucked up, I just couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And shout out to Vic, because he said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to climb the gate. And
dude, gate climbing, man, does it ever
work? In Uganda, like, see, they got the little, like, they put, like, the shards of glass, like, into the thing up top. Yeah. And I was like, this is probably not a good idea. But, hey, shout out to them D1 genetics, because he
high key
popped that shit. He Spider-Man that bitch, open the door. And I was like, thank God. And again, this is at like 5 a.m. because we only came home at like 5 a.m.
Right,
so, like,
of course. I mean, obviously, right.
Whatever. But yeah, when you say that shit about the gate, I'm like, oh, like that was the one time. I was actually honestly surprised that I never dropped the key. Because I was like, I figured out how to drop the key.
I mean, that's where my mind went.
I was really proud of myself on that.
I'm telling you. I mean,
really
I don't know.
Proud.
Like, it sounds like both fence jumping stories were successful in the end, but I paid for it, man. I mean, seriously, I was lucky I didn't need stitches in my whole side, like 5
inches. The least
inches.
you could have been doing is getting some of this vitamin D before you out here getting.
I know. What the fuck
like
was I
this?
thinking?
Like, God damn.
I literally, in my defense, I tipped the Uber driver a fucking lot of money.
Oh, I would have. That would have been my personal driver from now on.
I was poor. I was poor at that time. So that
dude would have
been
been my personal driver. I'd be like, hey, I need your number.
Yeah, like high key.
You out with me from now on.
I don't know. He thought it was fucking funny. He was like fucking laughing at me, which I was deserved.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's 100%.
I got one more story about an Uber driver, and this is gonna be like probably everybody's gonna be like, oh God, Kristen, why?
So then you want me to? You're gonna go on this one, or you want me to do the twin story first?
No, I got one more, and then you finish it off.
All right, cool.
This is also not the one I wrote in there. Who cares about that one? This my other Uber story reminded me of this story. This one isn't embarrassing so much as it's just like just so on brand for me. It's just like, oh God, why? So
CEO. She's a CEO, bitch.
Me and my 2 friends who are a couple are leaving the bar to go home. And he called us an Uber, and me and the girl are like waiting for the Uber. We're looking around for it outside of Union, so it's like hectic.
Union.
Yeah.
Shout out. R.I.P.
It's hectic, and we see the car kitty corner, and we get across the street safely, and we get up to the car, and there's a guy sitting in the passenger front seat
of your Uber.
Of our Uber.
Okay.
And he's talking on the phone, and my buddy like leans into the driver and is like, hey, I'm so-and-so. Like, is this our car? And the Uber driver's like, oh, yeah. Like, this is your car. And the guy just proceeds to just continue, like, just literally acts like he doesn't hear us, nothing.
He's just chilling, having a great time.
So my friend, like, goes around to the passenger side and is like, the window's down. It's the summer. And he's like, buddy, like, you're in our Uber. Like, get out. And the guy's just, like, ignores him. Is just, like, on the phone. Like bitching at his girl, like arguing with his girl, right? So like this goes back and forth for like a few seconds, right? They're going like my friend is like, dude, get the fuck out of our car. And the guy's just like, no, like, and he's on the phone with his girl. My friend, he overhears the guy call her whatever, Lucy, whatever, the girl on the phone. He leans in he leans in and like almost like in the guy's ear, he says, tell Lucy I said what's up. Like, just like hits on his girl or something. I don't even know what he said. To this day, I don't know what he said. Something
sassy, bougie,
something very
ratchet.
Something very clear, like in a way, in the way he said it and everything.
He put him in some type of way.
Oh, 100%. The guy looks at him, gets out of the car, and acts like he's just gonna walk away. And he grabs my friend by the back of his head and smashes his face into the top of the car. This is my friend, yeah. So I'm witnessing this. I'm standing like kind of like behind the car, like on the sidewalk,
watching your friend get his ass beat.
I thought he was leaving. So he slams his face into the side of the car one time and then like walks away, kind of. And my friend was like fine, but was just like not ready for it.
Nah, God, damn.
So I charged the guy. Like full on charge the guy, and he's like walking away. He's got his back turned to me. I am literally 1 foot from tackling this motherfucker to the ground. Like, I'm fucking livid. Mm-hmm. The Uber driver tackles me.
Thank God. Thank the
and
God.
He like wraps me up. My other girlfriend is like fucking screaming her head off. She's like, please just get in the car, please. Me and my guy friend are like literally about to kill this dude. I was literally like almost my knees were bent. I was pouncing, like I was in the pounce, about to tackle this dude into the sidewalk. And this Uber driver tackled me from behind and basically like threw me into the car. It's like, get the fuck in the car. So anyway, that was typical me to just like start some shit that I have no business being in. It's fine.
I'm not gonna tell it, but I have a similar story to that. That's fine. I'm like, I need everybody to slide in the comments and say like, if you had a situation in downtown Minneapolis where you was about to kill somebody and somebody saved your life.
Yeah.
Because I definitely had a situation.
He was a bitch. I could have taken that dude.
Yeah, I had a situation like that too, but there was also like apparently guns involved.
Oh, that's too much.
Yeah, I didn't know, but I was ready to kill somebody.
One time I got pepper sprayed because I had a boot on my broken foot and I couldn't get out of the way downtown Minneapolis.
I was pepper sprayed at Pizza Luce one time.
Dude, Pizza Luce be...
Man, shout out Pizza Luce.
Shit's going on at Pizza Luce.
Hey, Pizza Luce, like...
What? I know, yeah. See, they're chirping me because I had the boot on, but I was still at the bar. My girlfriend wanted to like meet up with this dude that she had just started talking to, and she was like, "Please come with me." And then me, I can't say no.
Of course, you blame the girlfriend.
I can never say no to anything. This is a fact. Yeah. So I was downtown. There was like a running joke. I think I have a picture on Instagram where it says like me at downtown with a boot on. Like, who am I? Fucking raggedy.
Das Boot.
Just ratchet as hell. It's fine. And so yeah. So like there was these two girls were fighting in the street. This was at the corner by Last Call. It wasn't Last Call then, but whatever it was.
Dream or Uncle Bucks, whatever.
They were fighting on the First Ave side, and we were on the Fifth Street side by the light rail. And so the cops were pepper spraying them around the corner. And back in those days, you couldn't see through the bar. They didn't have the windows open like that. Mm-hmm. So we didn't see it. And then the fight kind of comes around the corner, and the cops are pepper spraying it out, and I'm standing right there while everybody else runs. But I'm in the boot. So I just fucking took it straight to the face. This is so ratchet. Why are we telling these stories?
Nah, you telling these stories because they're fun. Nah, because we out here trying to bring the good vibes. And actually, you inspired me to now change my story, too, that I was going to tell. Because that actually reminds me, I think this story is embarrassing only because of what happened to me. But, like, I guess it ends okay. But basically, I went out with two of my boys. We had a good time. We was out downtown, Warehouse District. We were ending the night. We were leaving Sneaky Pete's. We was all drunk. I couldn't find the boys, but it was bar closed. So I said, I'm going to walk outside. Yeah. I'm going to wait for them outside because they going to get their asses kicked out without me. So I know. Right. So I walk out. And then this dude comes up to me, and he goes, hey, man, can I borrow your phone real quick? I got to call my friends. I lost them.
Oh, you told me this.
And I said, oh, yeah, no, I lost my friends too, so I get it. Like, that's cool. So I hand him my phone, and I'm like, yeah, just go ahead, whatever. I unlock it. Go ahead, dial. I turn around. I promise you I couldn't have turned around for more than 2 seconds. I was turning to look for my friends. I was turning to look for my friends.
He was already lost. Damn, he chirping us.
I turned back.
Petty live.
And this guy is running with my phone.
Through the crowd.
So I was like, what the fuck? And drunk me, I said, run. So I start running after this dude. Oh, and then I miss grabbing him and I fall. I should have drop kicked, but I don't think I would have made the distance. So I missed grabbing him and I fell.
I should have dropped kicked.
I fell right in front of that corner where Last Call is going to Brothers, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm yelling like to tell people to stop, but of course these white people ain't doing nothing. They don't care.
No.
So like whatever. So then I fall. By the grace of God, I fall right in front of a police officer. So he looks at me and he's looking at me real funny like.
Yeah, like what the
He's
hell?
like, what you running for, bro?
Right.
I was like, that dude, he stole my phone. Like, da-da-da. And I'm like freaking out. And he was like, calm down. Okay, all right, whatever. Like, just give me, like, tell me everything that happened. So I explained it. He was like, okay, sit here. He got on the walkie and he was like, are you like with anybody? I was like, yeah, I was waiting for my friends. I don't know where they are. He was like, sit here, see if you can find your friends. I'm going to make this call. My friends show up, finally. Fuck them dudes. I love them, but it's fine. And then, as they show up, the officer comes back and he goes, I think we might have got your guy.
You lucky motherfucker.
Can you come identify? I
That's
said, yeah.
wild.
Now, my boys that have just now popped up and are also drunk are like, oh, can we come too? And the officer's like,
nah.
Fuck it, whatever. Y'all just get in the fucking car, right? So we get in this car. We drive like
I don't know
around
if I
a
would
little
get in
bit.
the car, but anyway, okay.
I'll get in a police car? Like, yeah, it's fine. I was getting in a police car with 2 other white boys. I was safe.
All right, so you were
like,
so you were
I
good.
was safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
I was safe. So we pull up and they like have somebody in custody, and this other officer comes by and he goes, "Is this your phone?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, that's my phone."
You lucky bitch.
And he goes, "Is that the guy that took your phone?" And I'm looking and I'm like, "No, I don't think so. Like, he didn't look like the guy."
Ooh.
And he was like, nah, it's the guy. And then whatever. And they just like, and I was like, okay, well, whatever. And so they drive us back to the parking garage, like back over.
So they gave you the phone back, even though
Yeah,
you
I
said
got my phone.
Okay,
I got my phone.
Because you can verify.
And then, well, I mean, it literally had me in the back. Like, they knew it was me, so it was fine.
It was you.
So then they drive us back to the freaking parking garage, parking ramp B or whatever. And they're like, oh, who's driving?
which one of you 3 drunk asses is about to get in his car and drive?
I said, officer, I'm not driving. And they're like, well, as long as you're not driving, it's okay. And then she gave me a card, which I have a picture saved to this day. And yeah, it was a female officer, hooked it up. And she gave me the card. She said, you guys go straight home and we'll send you stuff about this, details later, whatever. That I said, awesome.
Yeah.
Like a cop car. And literally, as she left, my friends were like, does she really think we're sober enough to get home?
Yeah, she just didn't want to be. She just that was lucky.
But I got my phone back.
That was lucky all around. That's not even embarrassing. That's lucky. Except for you letting a guy have your phone in the first place.
Okay, I understood his situation.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know where my friends are either. Like,
yeah, that's.
Yeah.
That is some stress. I've had my phone stolen a couple times, but
that's
not
the
in
only
that fashion.
time my phone has not been in my possession in that way, like where it's been that stressful. Like, but I got it back, so it worked out.
Crazy.
But, yeah, no, it's wild. It's wild life.
So what's the moral of this episode? The moral of the story is just don't drink. Is that it? Like, I don't know.
Run faster.
Run faster, they say. Moral of the story is run faster.
All right, well, that's fine. I feel like actually this is going to become like a less consistent riddle me this, where we might just push out some embarrassing stories. But this will be the first session.
I just feel like it's good to, like, you know, like I said, you got to acknowledge your failures in life in order to succeed. We're going into a time of great bounty ahead of us, post-COVID life.
Oh, wow, she says there's great bounty.
There is. I'm convinced.
I hope there's great booty along with that bounty.
Bounty.
But, you know.
Bounty and booty ahead of us.
She's talking like Captain Jack.
Yeah.
We out here.
No, like there's good times ahead.
Yeah, she's saying there's fruitful.
Yeah, so we need to humble ourselves for a second and just.
Hey, I told you, I've been said on the pod I'm fake humble. We good. Like I got my vibe. Hey, stimmy. All right, hey, don't spend your stimmy in one place, people. Please, like, spend it in 2 places.
I already pre-spent it, so it's fine.
So did I. It's okay. I'm just trying to give the people the right, the right guidance.
All right. Well, now that we've revealed not all of them, but a few of our skeletons.
The first episode of that.
Yeah, a couple skeletons. We go ahead. Let them out one at a time.
Hit this drink break,
and then we'll be back with the quarantines quick hit.
Shout out.